Blurring the line between villain and hero is Michael Mann's Public Enemies.
John Dillinger robbed banks.
A true story set at the height of the Depression. Johnny Depp dons the fedora of John Dillinger, a celebrity bank robber who gives the police a run for their money.
So you were fascinated with Dillinger. What do you think made him so enthralling to the public?
He was us, He was the common man who took up arms against the banks were evil. The government wasn't much better at the time in 1933. Yeah, he was the common man who decided to go against the establishment.
I am declaring United States of America's first war on crime.
J. Edgar Hoover seemed obsessed with catching Dillinger. How true to life was that portrayal?
It was very true. I think he felt embarrassed by the mistakes that were being made. Hoover was a brilliant man, but he was also a very egotistical man, and he wanted success, and he wanted it immediately.
Your task will be to get John Dillinger. Are you up to that task, Agent Purvis?
Absolutely, sir.
There's a huge firefight that takes place at Little Bohemia Lodge in the actual location where it went down.
To be able to film at the actual locations where they still find shells from the original gunfight out in the woods there, it gives you chills. This was the era where, automobiles became affordable and were very fast, where the Tommy gun had just gone onto the market. It was the reason why the likes of Dillinger were able to be successful, because they could outgun the law enforcement and could get away quicker.
Do you think the ends justify the means?
To be honest, especially at that time, J. Edgar Hoover was infinitely more of a criminal than John Dillinger was. John Dillinger was an outlaw. He was like Jesse James. J. Edgar Hoover was a dangerous, dangerous man.
I'd like to introduce one of our finest G-men, Agent Melvin Purvis.
This has become bizarrely topical in terms of, the recession, in terms of the feeling of welfare for the rich and nothing for the poor, in terms of feeling that, bankers have taken care of themselves and left the common man destitute. That's a very similar feeling. That is what allowed the likes of Dillinger to become so popular.
The only way that you would leave a jail cell is when we take you out to execute you.
Were the tactics used to take down the greatest bank robber who ever lived more heinous than the crimes themselves? You be the judge and see Public Enemies.